to this one Ambazonia. I'm a somewhere reporting from Baba Kitungo. Watch and see what is happening in the palace. You see the population, we have about 10,000 people here holding the flag. This is our flag. It shall remain here until the day that we have our independence. You can see how the flag is flying up. We have hosted the flag in Babaki. This is Babaki Tungo. We are right in the palace. We have hosted the flag up. As the flag is going up, means that we have accepted to build one Ambazonia. I'm a somewhere reporting from Baba Kitungo. Watch and see what is happening in the palace. You see the population, we have about 10,000 people here holding the flag. This is our flag. It shall remain here until the day that we have our independence. The day is not far from now. We know 1st October. You can see how the flag is flying up. We have hosted the flag in Babaki. This is Babaki Tungo. We are right in the palace. We have hosted the flag up. As the flag is going up, means that we have accepted to build one Ambazonia. I'm a somewhere reporting from Baba Kitungo. Watch and see what is happening in the palace. You see the population, we have about 10,000 people here holding the flag. This is our flag. It shall remain here until the day that we have our independence. The day is not far from now. We know 1st October will be the same thing.
Good evening, fellow Ambazonians. I salute all una. I salute all our papa them. I salute all our mommy them. I salute all our brothers. I salute all our sisters them. I salute especially the people of the great city of Bamenda. I be una brother Lucas Asu, when I'm the press secretary for the executive office for Ambazonia Governing Council. I don't come this evening for can give una an urgent emergency message. This message now an alert, a security alert for the people of Bamenda, for the population of Bamenda, specifically for all drivers them for Bamenda. The executive office, the leader of our War of Independence, he don't release a message just a few minutes ago. Make a bring an up for una. He don't release a quick message for the Ambazonian people them, and for tell what people say. The leader talks say we don't get information. Say the Cameroon colonial terrorist forces them. They plan for put out a lot of roadblocks them across the city of Bamenda for force all Ambazonian drivers them for the city of Bamenda for use the Cameroon colonial CEMAC number plate. And any person who not carry the CEMAC number plate, they go force it, make it pay 25,000 francs for bribery. The leader continue for talk say, what people, they must resist Cameroon, their illegal presence for our territory. It talks say their terrorism and their way of behavior for our land, go stand. It talks say this one, now a choice between for pay 25,000 francs or no car. It talks in a choice between Yaoundé and Boya. This one a choice between freedom and slavery. It talks say the Ambazonia Defense Forces, they go enforce the law of the land. The leader talks say we call on our population for buy chop, buy medicine, buy water, and all the things and where they need them for keep them for their house. It talks say Ambazonia, they go under a lockdown for the month of August for make sure say we redirect the nationalistic resilience of our people them, refocus the resistance and for send a strong message to the international community. What all this one mean for one? Number one, all the drivers for inside the state of Mezam, make una know say Bamenda or Mezam na the epicenter for our resistance. The battle for the freedom of Ambazonia, it could be decided in Bamenda. Now Bamenda would deliver the freedom of Ambazonia. Now the epicenter of our resistance. So that's why the Cameroon occupation government, the Cameroon terrorist forces, they concentrate their effort, because what happened inside the city of Bamenda, it be immediately spread across the globe. When things happen for villages, when things happen for small town, they need to catch fire for social media and for international media. They need to get as much attention. So the reason why the AGOFC, the Ambazonia Governing Council, and the National Liberation Army, the Ambazonia Defense Forces, the reason why they focused for Bamenda, now because they understand how liberation struggle that they fight liberation struggle, now because they understand how the image we want project about our resistance and the readiness of the Ambazonian people then for kick Cameroon out. That's why the Ambazonia Governing Council don't make the greatest investment for our liberation struggle, for create 5 brigades for surround the city of Bamenda, for keep the Cameroon terrorist occupation forces them on their knees, on their toes, and on their heel, for be on the running all the time. All drivers then for Bamenda as the leader don't talk. Liberation struggle, the fight for freedom, now a choice between life and death. You want live or you want die. You want be free or you want remain under permanent occupation. So what people, they get for make that sacrifice, just like the fighters that they make the sacrifice for Carrigon. The population must make the sacrifice for resist. We must develop the nationalism, the patriotism for stand for what we want. So a lot of temporary inconvenience it will be. You must resist Cameroon. The CEMAC number plate, it don't be bad for our territory. This one is a signal and a message for we, for show a defiance against the occupational system. So all drivers then for Bamenda, from tomorrow morning, tomorrow we go be na what will be date for today? I never even know date for today. Tomorrow will be na Thursday, we go be na number 21 day for this month. We don't get intelligence as the leader don't reveal them. The Cameroon occupation terrorists, police, gendarme, army, and B, they will set roadblocks them all across Bamenda. Why when I don't realize I said they need to do this thing for other towns, that they can't do it only for Bamenda. Now because at the epicenter of the war, they understand. They understand. Because if we defeat them for Bamenda, the end don't come for Cameroon. And our goal, the goal of the Ambazonia Governing Council, now for destroy La République du Cameroon, for the biggest place where they get the biggest military build up, they put the biggest administrative political structure. Our goal now for dismantle those things and defeat them from there. Once we defeat them from there, every other place for inside Ambazonia go fall. So all drivers for inside Bamenda, they must be ready for defy the odds. They must be ready, say from tomorrow. The CEMAC plate ban, the Cameroon license plate ban, now a law of the land, now a liberation policy for give Ambazonia what you want them. Now for show our people and the world, say Cameroon not get control for our land, and the Ambazonian people, they need to respect Cameroon law, and we need to follow Cameroon policies, we need to obey anything Cameroon. So this policy, now part of our resistance, now part of our nationalism, now one of the strategies for push our nationalism ahead. So all drivers and for Bamenda una must chop fire. Soldiers they chop fire. Una must chop fire. For move all some number plate, una scatter them, una destroy them. Now, for the bike riders then. 2 days ago, I be given a message. I want to reinforce that message. You be man picking, just like the Cameroon B, just like the Cameroon police, just like the Cameroon occupational gendarme and army. You too will be man picking. You not feel leave am. Another man picking he come out for a foreign country, he come for inside your own land. He can't take your canas, he move am. It make you become weak. It take your bike, where they give you chop, give your picking a chop, give mommy chop. It help you pay your rent. It help you take care of your family. A foreign army, police, B, and gendarme, enough you come for inside your own land, it can't take away your livelihood. And then, when I talk say, oh, when I want to go organize a protest, for go protest for who? You want to go protest for back your occupier. Make it pity you, make it sorry you, make, where, Lily Afrique, we beg ya. You want to go beg the bee. You want to go beg the person who kill you. It kill your pikin, it kill your mommy, it kill your sister, the person who it burn your house. You want to go Becky. You want to go protest. So, I call on the young men and young women for Bamenda. For you, for them for 6,500 bikes, and you talk you want to go protest. You don't show your vulnerability. You don't show how weak you be. You don't show, say, the occupational system don't chop you and it take away your own dignity. You need to protest against the bully. Because the personality of a bully and of a terrorist now for make you live in fear. Now for make you weak. Now for make you timid. Now for take away your man pickiness or your woman pickiness. Now for take away what to make you human. So that you will be so fearful when you see them. You kneel down. You must rise up. If you want life, if you want live, if you want survive, if you want be free, I call on all the bike men then, where they don't seize their bike, the 500 bike men where they don't seize their bike or Bamenda. We call upon you now for join the Ambazonia Defense Forces or join any other Ambazonian self-defense group on the ground. The only way for regain your dignity, your man pickiness, and for defend your mommy, your picking them, your community, and for defend the land. Now for rise up, buy guns and defend your families, defend your communities, defend your nation against foreign invasion. If you want your dignity back, you must stand. They no use na protest for take your bike. They no use na beg for take your bike. They no use na pity for take your bike. They no use na sorry heart for take your bike. They use na gun for take your bike. You want your power back? You want to fight the bully? You want to fight the terrorist? Buy gun and teach them who be man picking. Buy gun and teach them who be Ambazonia. Buy gun and teach them who be person. We come inside Bamenda. The only way for you for survive as a young Ambazonian man picking, now for carry your AK. If 500 bike men them for Bamenda, when I buy 500 guns, how quickly, within 2 minutes, within 5 minutes, within 10 minutes, within 15 minutes, within 1 hour, when I feel match 500 of when I capture Lily Afrique inside upstation. 500 bike men them with 500 guns. When I feel match for upstation, when I dismantle the B headquarters. 500 bike men them with 500 guns. When I feel deliver freedom to the city of Bamenda. What do you wait for? What do you wait for? You dey wait until the day where they come inside your own house, rape their woman, kill their picking them before you go rise up. Rise up now and give yourself dignity. We dey call on all the drivers them for Bamenda. As una dey drive una motor them, una buy una AK, put am inside una motor. Una buy una AK, put am inside una motor. Any place where La Republique of Cameroon they put their checkpoint, come out inside your motor, destroy all them, and then you continue. You must teach them who own the land. You must teach them who own the land of Ambazonia. The Supreme Commander of Ambazonia Defense Forces, General Effa, he could address the Ambazonian people them tomorrow. The Supreme Commander of Ambazonia Defense Forces, he could address the Ambazonian people them tomorrow. Una prepare yourselves. Una make yourself ready for waiting the general. They can't tell una. The war on the ground don't change. The fighting on the ground don't change. The Cameroon state don't be defeated. Cameroon state don't collapse politically. It don't collapse economically. It don't collapse socially. The political leadership for Cameroon don't fall. The Cameroon state, it take new measures through their defense and security systems for ensure stability within Cameroon and for make sure say with the collapse of Cameroon, they will fit to manage Ambazonia. Tomorrow, after General Effa his speech, I can't tell you what they ahead. We can reinforce the message and we'll tell our people what they need for do. We prepare ourselves. We live for very dangerous times, but a very exciting times for our liberation struggle. We live for very interesting times. That's something where all man you need to be proud of. You need to be proud of what we don't achieve, how far we don't come. But the most important thing, the work will be ahead of we. Now very interesting work, now very important work, now very exciting work because we move towards the finish line. I understand the politicians them for a liberation struggle. They don't derail una. They don't fool una. They don't make una weak. The nationalist movement, una Ambazonia Governing Council, the one way he invoke una the right for self-defense, the one way give una the roadmap for una freedom, the one way give una the strategies on how to defeat Cameroon. All these self-defense groups where they don't emerge from ground zero, they emerged because the Ambazonia Governing Council activate the Ambazonia people their right for self-defense. All the fighting forces on the ground, they emerged. Now because of the courage of one man, the bravery of one man. The one man who since he is very young, he don't study Cameroon, participate for a liberation struggle, and throughout his life, as a very young man from the age of 19, 20 years old, he don't dedicate himself for the cause of freedom of Ambazonia, for the appointed time. That leadership, he don't rise up for dedicate the people them, direct the people them, focus the people them for their nationalism. So we understand, say sometimes when I get doubts, sometimes when I be very uncertain, sometimes when I get questions, it be normal. Not part of the human experience, not part of the human process. But the purpose of leadership, the goal of leadership, now for make sure say he always align the people them to their aspiration. No matter the distraction from the pan-Cameroon politicians, no matter the distraction from the unionists, no matter the distraction from the Fumba Knights, the goal of a nationalist leader, the goal of the liberator, now for focus the people them, remind the people them, inspire the people them, empower the people them, encourage the people them, for constantly be on guard and moving forward for their strategy, for their vision, for their aspiration and for protect their destiny. The Ambazonia Governing Council will give una wetin una want am. After una don listen for General F and his talk tomorrow, una go hear wetin go tell una, and then I go can tell una wetin be ahead. The good news wey dey ahead for una. Wetin the Ambazonia Defense Forces they don build am for una. Wetin una need for expect am, and the new games of the war. The war don't change. Now a different war. Cameroon don't deploy new tactics. Tomorrow, after General F and he talk, I go to explain to all the forces them the new tactics of fighting, the new method of fighting, and the new war we will get for fight time now. Alright? So when I get a good night, may God keep una safe, una stay strong. Tomorrow we go to monitor the behavior of Cameroon for inside Ambazonia. If possible, we'll see what will happen for Bamenda tomorrow. Alright? When I get a good night, may God bless una, may God protect una stay strong. Alright? All drivers and all bikers them for Bamenda, again, una join the Ambazonia Defense Forces, una put una money together, una buy guns for defend ourselves, protect our communities, protect our families. We love una take care, we'll talk with una tomorrow. Una good night.